Welcome back to the Crypto Report. I'm Blacksea, and I have another video for you guys. Today, I want to talk about Bitcoin because there's some interesting things we need to talk about. There's a lot of mixed signals going on, and I want to talk about that. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin dominance. Are the altcoins going to rally, or are they going to crash in the short term? We're going to talk about that. So without further ado, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's hop in this video. So guys, right now, Bitcoin is trading at $66,065, down about 0.79%. Bitcoin dominance, important to pay attention to this, guys, trading at 53.14%. Coming down a little bit. When you exclude stablecoins, it's basically 55.15%. But what this basically has been the trend is that we made that big impulse wave to the upside on Bitcoin dominance. We've slowly been coming back down, and we're seeing some of these altcoins get some attention, some liquidity moving in here, especially over the past few days. But let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance, because right now you can see we came up and hit this line at about 57.26%. We breached it very, very, very slightly, but it was really just an impulse wave, and we came up really quickly when there was a big panic sell moment for Bitcoin, and then we've been finding our way to the downside. Now the question is, do we fall through this? In my opinion, the only way we fall through this is if the volume on Bitcoin continues to kind of shrivel up, which is basically what's been happening over the past few days. But I'm going to keep going back to the idea here, guys, and tell you when Bitcoin trades sideways after an impulse wave, you'll always see this. You'll always see Bitcoin make a big move on dominance. And when it starts to trade sideways, well, dominance comes down. Some of the altcoins get some up, especially if there's lower volume on Bitcoin. There's a lot of volume on Bitcoin. That's when you usually see moves like this. Kind of like a stair step to the upside. But right now, the volume really isn't there. The volume really isn't there on Bitcoin. Things are kind of trading sideways. People are bored, which is hilarious because we're only probably 5% from 8% from the previous high of $75,000. But we're trading sideways, and we're not just going up only, so people are getting bored. People were trading meme coins really heavily, and then we got that little bit of a sell-off to the downside on Bitcoin, and a lot of them got wrecked. A lot of them nuked. But right now, we are starting to see some of that liquidity move back into those meme coins. And I do want to talk more about meme coins and what it means for the overall market. But before I do that, please go follow me on Instagram at 333Blacksea. If I can get to 200 followers in the next 48 hours, I will give away $200 worth of Bitcoin to one of you guys that follows me. So go follow me, check that out. But let's hop in. So guys, right now, I am really thinking about where we're at in the market. And when you look at the shorter term time frame, and when I talk shorter term, I like to look at the daily, the weekly, the monthly. I'm not really a scalper. Sometimes I'll scalp on the 15 minutes, but not very often. I'm much more of a cyclical trader. I like to swing trade. That being said, there's a lot of mixed signals going on here. So when we look at the daily, we see a green dot buy signal on Market Cipher, which is pretty interesting because it's directly on where the halving was, which is pretty cool because, everyone was talking about sell the news event on the halving. Still could be in play, but do I think that that's probably going to play out? Probably not. I've been saying for a while now, for the past couple weeks, that right now is kind of a make or break moment. And I don't really like saying that, but I'm going to say it. It's a make or break moment for the longevity of this bull market. If we decide to rally very soon, start to make that move to the upside, gain that Bitcoin dominance, make new macro cycle highs, I think that the bull market is going to end a lot sooner than people expect. Now, the invalidation of that thesis. If we trade sideways here for an extended period of time, say it's sell in May and walk away, which I did a video on yesterday if you want to check it out, then I think that the longevity of this bull market leads into probably, we need to zoom out a little bit here, into 2025, which is a long ways down the road. Down here, 2025. This is why I'm saying it's a make or break moment. Because if we do break out to the upside right now, which is what everybody wants, sure, it'll be exciting. Prices will go up. Altcoins will do well. But if we trade sideways and we move into a longer bull market into 2025, well, guys, then the prices are going to be higher. The altcoins are going to make multiple X's higher. We'll be better off when it comes to percentage-wise gains on the entire market. So let's get back to the breakdown here. The daily buy signal on Market Cipher on the halving. Money flow coming down. There's money leaving the market. It looks like it's kind of barely coming up here. But then when you look at the weekly has me a little bit worried when it comes to the momentum wave. We're losing momentum. The volume's coming down. If we come below this 60 level here, I expect that longer correction throughout the summer maybe, or a month or so, sideways price action. We don't necessarily have to come below 60K again or 57K, but if we do start to spill over here below that 60 level, then I'm going to assume, okay, well, now we're probably going to have a longer term correction. So that's what we get off the weekly. Like I said, the momentum's coming down. The money flow is still there. It's barely coming down. Still there. Weekly candle close in 4 days. I don't want to see a close below that 60 level, this white line, if I want the bull market to happen right now. If I want the highs to happen sooner than later. But I do probably want to see that spill over if I want to see a bull market happen throughout 2025. Okay, so the weekly is a little bit iffy. The monthly is bullish. The longer term time frames, this is what we're looking at. The monthly, above the 60. The momentum wave hasn't started clipping to the downside at all. We still have 6 days and 11 hours left above the 60. I don't like the idea of taking significant profit on crypto unless we touch this 100 line. We've barely clipped above it. It's marked basically the peak of the cycle. Sure, in 2021, it was at 64,000, 65,000, then we came all the way back up to 69,000 later on. But whether you sold at 64,000 or 69,000, it's pretty negligible of a difference, especially if you're buying throughout the bear market of the previous cycle. That being said, where we're at now, on the monthly and the higher term time frames, like I said, time is on our side. I'm not saying, I don't want to make this statement at all or make you guys think that I think the top is in at all. By no means am I saying that. But I am saying, I'm making an argument here that there's two outcomes that can happen right now. Sideways and to the downside here, especially on the daily, which will create a longer term bull market. Or, you look at the weekly, we don't close below the 60. We start to make our way up into 2025 and we peak out, say, early 2025 or maybe even the fall of 2025 if we get that sideways price action here. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about that. I'm very, very curious because we are kind of in a make or break moment, if you will. I know it feels like there's always a make or break moment with Bitcoin, but this is kind of a big deal that will change the next year of the entire market cycle of Bitcoin. If we're going to have a shorter bull market or a longer bull market. It's very interesting. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. If you like this type of content, please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel right now. Check out some awesome referral links down below. A $4,100 sign-up bonus to Femex. All you got to do is go below this video, click the link in the description, deposit, trade, make a bunch of free money. That's all I got for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.